Omar was on vacation last week, but he did make an interesting point, and I think that it's an opportunity for us to take a look at ourselves as an entire human race, because we do something that is so stupid. And Omar, once again, like with your pack your patience thing, has brought our attention to something that we all do, and I don't know if anyone can defend it. But go ahead, Omar.
Yeah, it was super bizarre. We went up to Santa Cruz for a day, and there's a little train that you could take to through the redwoods. It's really cool. It's about an hour, and it drops you off right at the boardwalk. But along the train ride, whenever people saw us on the train, like I'm going to say maybe 90% of the people would wave. And we felt on the train compelled to wave back.
Yeah, you gotta.
But it was fun for maybe 5 minutes, and then I was over it pretty quickly. Why do people feel compelled to wave when you're on a train?
Well, you wave on a boat. You got to wave on a boat.
Again, why do you feel compelled to wave on a boat?
Because you're not always on a boat. Like every once in a while you're on a train or a boat, and you got to be like, "What's up? I'm on a boat." Little wave.
But as a child, I understand this move. Oh, trains wave. As an adult, you would think we'd kind of, move past that. But Omar's right. You do you feel yourself almost in this weird way of like,
how do you not wave back?
How do you not wave back? And sometimes the people on the train actually do the initiate the wave. It's almost
because
exhausting.
they're like, it's cool. I'm on now, was this a train? I think I know this train. Is it like a cool choo-choo train, or is it like?
Yeah, it was a choo-choo train.
Yeah, see, that's different.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wave to anybody on Amtrak. Right. But if you're on like a cool choo-choo train, then you wave.
Like I sit at that, sometimes I get stuck at that train that goes by in the middle of Burbank, and I sit there. I don't think there's a lot of waving going on there.
You mean Train Town?
No, not a Train Town. No, Train Town, there's a lot of waving. Train Town, it's all waving. It's waving, and then you're waving at the people in line, but I think that's more of a wave of like, hey, you're still in line, loser, I'm on the train.
Yeah.
That's kind of that. But it's funny because, if you think about cars now, no one really waves to each other in traffic unless you're giving someone a thank you. But at the beginning of cars, when only 10 or 6, a few people had them, I'm sure those people were wavers or if you were standing
because they're like, hey, you're rich enough for a Model T too?
Right. So you're right.
Me too.
But also they're waving at the people that are like riding horses going like, here's the future driving by.
Horse people, you got to wave to them.
Yeah, it's like code of law. You have to. And it's like, you're never going to see this person ever again. It's the best. I'm a huge waver. I love waving.
See, Johnny.
Of course, Johnny
does.
It's fun.
I think the people that wave the most. I'm telling you right now, there's a correlation between people that wave the most and their IQ being low.
No, that's not a thing. It's just a nice, happy, gesture to do to others.
I agree
it's
with Klein.
hey, let's enjoy the moment. Yeah, look at me. I'm on a train. Yeah, woo.
Yeah, but Johnny, if you're
now I'm not. I'm not with Johnny anymore.
Johnny.
Pretend not to look at me.
Johnny, if you're on a train, let's just say it's a 12-minute. I don't know how long was this train you're on, Omar?
It was an hour.
It's an
hour each way.
See,
yeah.
Johnny, I bet you're waving the entire time. Johnny, one full hour of waving, right?
I might throw in a couple peace signs in there, too. I might,
He was waving at trees on the way to Snow Summit.
Oh, yeah,
because there's squirrels in there, too. It's like, what up, squirrel?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, see,
but why is it trains, boats, I would say a low-flying plane as well, But people aren't waving on bicycles.
Everybody hates bicyclists. That's why.
People aren't really waving on bird scooters.
No.
Are they?
Because they crash if they do.
Yeah, they would smash into something.
both hands.
I think it's more about the idea that...
the novelty of it, right?
The novelty, but also, for the most part, if you're on a, quote, choo-choo train or a boat, you are usually... there's already a level of relaxation that goes
You're
with
treating yourself to something,
you're already
which
living
is why you want to wave.
Life's finer thing. So I think the wave is kind of a condescending wave to those that are not on it. I think it's more of like a, look at me, I'm on a boat. See, boat wave people, I always feel like there's a little bit of a
flex.
Of course.
Especially if you're on a pier or something, they want to let you know that, we're on a boat.
Yeah,
we're on a boat.
Speeding past you.
And you're not on a boat.
Check out my wake.
Right, that's how that feels. Almost but it is funny when you see the idiots on the beach that are waving all big and, hey, there comes a boat, everyone wave. It is weird.
But even like in San Francisco, the trolleys, people wave. But the bus, they don't.
The trolley's the greatest place to do it. The one at the Americana, you gotta wave when you're riding on the trolley.
Allie makes a good point, though. Imagine, it's actually true. At the Grove and the Americana, the people on that trolley, they wave at you, and you're like, I'm just...
Yep.
And the Disneyland trolleys.
Be on that trolley?
That's a good question. You don't need to ride the trolley at the Grove.
Have you done it, Johnny?
Yeah, I used to do it all the time, actually.
All the time.
On his way to Barnes & Noble to read a chapter of a book.
Yes, man. I do it just to feel something, man.
If you can find
Wow, are you dead inside?
No, that's just my little serotonin boost right there. It's a trolley.
The man hasn't found drugs yet, all right? Just let him be happy with a trolley.
There is something whimsical about it. And by the way, if you can find a better way to get from Sephora to Nordstrom, you tell me about it.
I'm listening to Frank Sinatra.
I don't think it exists. Yeah, it is weird. So clearly there's a correlation between big waivers and dumb people, right? There's got to be.
Now I think yes.
We can all agree on that?
No, there's
Absolutely.
not.
Yeah.
There's not.
Yeah, do better. That's what a lot of people are saying. But yes, there is something that takes you over. Even the most cynical person. Someone says it's because Omar's a parade guy. Omar loves parades, and no one
there's
waves.
so much waving at parades.
No one waves more than at parades.
I found myself at a 4th of July parade, and my hand was sore.
Yeah.
I was like,
my
oh my
God.
God. Because I felt bad because there were some, low points in the parade.
Sure.
And they
Right.
seemed like desperate. And I'm like, well, I got to wave to them because no one's waving to them.
But also, you do feel like you're kind of if you do get waved at, regardless of if you're on the thing or you're on the sideline, you do feel like a big dick if you don't kind of return the wave.
Totally.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
Especially you can see the desperate waves.
Well, there's no desperate waves. There's just the people
There's
that...
total
There's
desperate
totally
waves.
desperate
With
waves.
Allie, they're all
wave back,
desperate.
please. Wave back. Wave back.
Yeah.
You're listening to Klein Alley Show.